And I am especially giving thanks to the Hunab Ku, the one and only giver of movement and measure, the great central sun and black hole at the epicenter of the omniverse, the maker and modeler of all creation. I am here to do your work, and I thank you for your continued energetic blessings. Greetings. I am Crispy, and I am another you. You are another me. We are one Godsciousness. All of humanity, billions and billions of us, are holy holograms of Godsciousness. We are sacred sparks of Godsciousness. We are divine fractals of Godsciousness. Every single human being is Godsciousness. And the Divine Mayan Embodiment calendar shows you precisely where you fit in to the big picture in a little picture. It is both the micro and the macro. It is the DNA and it is the precession of the equinoxes. Thank you for joining me for this 5th installment of Twin Flames and Soulmates as seen through the eyes of the Divine Mayan Embodiment calendar. We already know that every single human being has divine feminine power, guide, if you will, divine masculine power and guide, if you will. We all have a past wisdom guide which is connected through the right hand, meaning the left brain, logic, facts, data. The past wisdom guide, divine masculine guide, and our divine feminine side includes our divine feminine guide and power and the future vision guide. We envision our future with our right mind, my friends. All of this is encoded into the Divine Mayan Embodiment calendar, and I think you know this by now. If not, watch lots more of my videos. Now I feel the need to reiterate that, as seen through the lens of the Mayan wisdom, there is no one soulmate or one twin flame for anybody, because in Lakesh Alakin, I am, you are Godsciousness. Every single human being is you, reflecting you back to you. So, we should treat each other with respect to the fact that we are one, and therefore you can learn everything you need to learn about you through all of the people in your life. What if your mother is your soulmate? What if your father is your soulmate? Your siblings, your spouse, your children, all of them are soulmates. Your friends, your lovers, all of them are your twin flames. Everyone is here to help walk each other home back to heaven on earth. I'm becoming a little emotional. Today is Keen 234, which is the Mayan birthday of Edgar Cayce, so I'm channeling his hair from a younger age. And I'm on my second large mug of cacao because I want my heart to be as open as possible to you and my soul to bring in the information that you need to hear. The fact of the matter is, we are here in Earth School to transcend the ego. The ego is the illusion of separation. Now, I also need to say that there is nothing wrong with the ego. It comes with this DNA Earth suit. It is to protect us from danger. The ego's function is to keep us safe from all potentially life-threatening situations. The issue is that it is subject to the imagination of the mind. Now, I differentiate between the ego, which I see as benign or at least neutral, and the shadow ego. The shadow ego is that which imagines danger where there is none. The shadow ego is the part of Godsciousness, and therefore it is valid and real and sacred. That imagines separation, and it is what we came here to transcend. There is no way to ascend or transcend if you already know you are Godsciousness. We came down into these bodies to experience the illusion of separation. It is not separation, it is the illusion of separation. We are waking up out of it now. Many people never fell into the illusion. Many cultures, most of the indigenous cultures of this earth, most of them were tortured, raped, and murdered by the people who believe in a separate and very judgmental God who's an old man with a beard and can threaten you with eternal damnation. Do you know how long eternal is? Whoa, that's pretty long. So this universe is 13 billion years old, and then you multiply that by 100 trillion, quintillion, billion, quintillion. There is an aspect of Godsciousness that believes it is separate and believes it can therefore do unholy things because it believes God is completely elsewhere, invisible even. And we are now waking up out of that. And the Divine Mind Zolk'in is here to help you. Every glyph, which are the images, the pictures, and every tone, which are the numbers, have a shadow ego aspect to them. In fact, the tones, which are the building blocks, the 13 tones, I call their dark aspects the ego dramas. The tones are what you would call the tonal, if you have read any of the Don Juan material. The glyphs are what you would call the nahual in Don Juan terms, and also in the Guatemalan Mayan terms. They call it nahual. And so the terminology I use for the glyphs, dark energy patterns, is shadow challenges. So every tone has ego dramas and every glyph has shadow challenges. We are here to transcend the shadow ego. That means not running away from any troublesome feelings or emotions or thoughts. It means embracing them. Soothing them. It means soothing the shadow ego. One of the things that I like to teach my clients is that their soul is their ego whisperer, their shadow ego whisperer. You can think of your shadow ego as your inner child or inner infant who fears separation, fears punishment, fears being neglected, is crying. Your soul will take that crying infant and comfort it and nurture it. And I can show you through the Pleiadian Mayan perspective precisely what your ego dramas and shadow challenges are for your core self, which is your birthday, that you were born standing on your tone and your glyph, and also therefore for your divine masculine, your past wisdom, your divine feminine, and your future vision guide. Now, it is my contention that you cannot truly meet and match your twin flame or soulmate until you have done the work on yourself. That means becoming your own damaged inner child, traumatized inner child whisperer. You must comfort yourself. Otherwise, you are craving someone to complete you, which is an illusion of the shadow ego. Or you are avoiding the person you are stuck with. Another illusion of the shadow ego, craving and avoiding. That's the only two energies of the shadow ego, as explained by Siddhartha Gautama, the Buddha, 2,600 years ago. So we're finally catching up to the Buddha, my friend. What we are doing here is becoming Buddhas. The Buddha means seeing reality as it truly is, and that means everything is perfect. Now I ask you, looking at the Divine Mayan Dzogchen, what part of this seems imperfect to you? What part of the DNA chain seems imperfect? Nothing. DNA is a container for the soul, a temporary container soul. It is an experiment that Godsciousness created for Godsciousness to play in. So is the Divine Mayan Tzolk'in calendar. There is nothing like it in existence. Oops! Nothing else like it in the world. There may be other Tzolk'ins that affect other beings that have more than 20 of these and have more than 13 of these, perhaps, and whose planet spins around its whole solar system in a different type of fractal than this. But for now, you are in a human body, and therefore this applies to you. Now, everything I said in the prior 4 videos is completely true. And what else I am telling you here again today is that you must transcend your own inner crybaby in order to stand up straight and tall, in order to meet and match your twin flame soulmate. It might be for the rest of your life. It might not be. That is inconsequential. However, the ego loves to squirm away and get out of things and do the Homer Simpson fade into the bushes act after 5 years or 10 years or 20 years or 30 years or 40 years of marriage. We finally got a divorce and now I'm so happy with the new person I married because they reflect to me all of the same shit I didn't deal with the first time. Or first 5 times. Hee. If you do run away from your twin flame soulmate, I guarantee you the next time you pretend you found the one twin flame or soulmate, those same issues will come rearing up even faster than before. That's the way Godsciousness planned it. Again, I can help you with every aspect of this, as seen through the Pleiadian Divine Mayan Tzolk'in calendar. I can show you exactly what the Pleiadian Maya think your ego dramas and shadow challenges are. It's up to you to decide if that's valid or not, and also for how you will overcome them. But there they are in your chart, and when I prepare a document for you, I soul-splain everything so precisely. Wouldn't you like to know precisely what your divine feminine power and your divine masculine power is, including the challenges for you to not embody those powers? Wouldn't you like to know what your wisdom from the past is supposed to be? There is no possible way for you to envision your future vision unless you heal from your past. That means getting wisdom from it instead of running away from it. All of this is woven into the Divine Mayan Tzolk'in calendar, which might be 5,000 years old, or 5 million years old, or 4.25 billion years old, or 13 billion years old. It doesn't really matter. You are here and now, and today is Edgar Casey's Divine Mayan Zolk'in birthday. Tone 13 of the Jaguar Shaman, transcending Jaguar Shaman. The cosmic truth encoded in this is beyond the ego. I am here to help. Reach out. I love you with all of my heart.